Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to another video on scales and maps. Okay, so maps and scale are actually also known as scale drawing. Okay, where they are actually the same shape as the real object, but it's generally smaller. Okay, so a scale is actually a ratio, so we can write it in that form. Okay, the length of drawing is to the real length. Okay, and this also can be expressed as in division. Okay, so we can write the length of drawing over or divide by your real length. Okay, so what does this actually means? Okay, if we have 1:n, okay, usually it's written in that form. Okay, where it's in simplest form, n is actually an integer. So for example, if we have a number, okay, 1:33, so which means that 1 is on, okay, is a drawing or model, okay, or is on the map. Okay, so which means that in real life, okay, the real object, the real length will be 33 times bigger or longer. Okay, then we have the two bullet point there highlighted there, okay, in your notes. The first one, where you are asked to find the real length, is actually equals to the diagram length, okay, multiplied by a scale. Okay, so which means that if you want to find the real length, okay, we just need to multiply the diagram with the scale, because in real life the object should be bigger or longer. Okay, whereas if you are asked to find the diagram length, so what you need to do will be, you need to divide the real length, okay, divide by the scale. Okay, because the diagram or the model or the one that's on the map should be always smaller compared to the real object. Okay, therefore a division occurs there. Okay, so there is a link there, okay, in your notes, okay, on a video that's about map and scale. Okay, so feel free to go and watch that video. Okay, so let's move on to the second page on a work example. So work example number 1, okay, where you have the scale 1:25,000. Okay, so find the real distance between 2 points that are 5 cm apart on the map. So which means that you are asked to find the real distance. Okay, so real is actually the length of the diagram, the length of the model. Okay, in this case it's on the map, which is the 5 cm. Okay, multiplied by our scale, in this case is the 25,000. Okay, therefore that gives you 125,000 centimeter. Okay, then for part B, I need to express all this length, okay, in kilometer. Okay, so in order to change this centimeter to kilometer, let's recall how does the conversion, okay, from conversion related to length. Okay, so let's do a quick summary here. So in order to convert kilometer to meter, meter to centimeter, centimeter to millimeter, okay, so we have these units for length. Okay, to convert kilometer to meter, what you need to do will be multiply by 1000, because we know 1 kilometer represent 1000 meter. Okay, to convert meter to centimeter, we know 1 meter is 100 centimeter, so multiply by 100. And from centimeter to millimeter, we know 1 centimeter is 10 millimeter, so multiply by 10. Okay, whereas if you want to convert from millimeter to centimeter, okay, so we do the opposite of times, which is a divide by 10. From centimeter to meter will be divide by 100, and from meter to kilometer we divide by 1000. So from here we are converting 125,000 centimeter to kilometer. So from centimeter to kilometer we need to divide by 100, then divide by 1000. So which means that your distance, okay, in kilometer will be 125,000, and we need to divide that by 100,000. Okay, therefore it gives you 1.25 kilometer. Okay, let's move to example number 2. Example number 2, so we have a wall which is 480 meter long, and you have the scale 1:12,000. Okay, so what we need to do, so that wall is 480 meter long, okay, which is actually the actual. Okay, that is your actual, or that is the real, okay, the real length, 480 meter. So we need to find the length on the map. Alright, so which means that length on map, in other words the length on the diagram. Okay, so that will be equals to, in order to find the map, so what we need to do will be actual divided by scale. Okay, so the actual length is 480 meter divided by 12,000. That will give you 0.04 meter. But the question says you need to leave the answer in centimeter. So we need to convert 0.04 meter to centimeter. And we know that 1 meter is actually 100 centimeter. Okay, so to convert 0.04 meter to centimeter, what we need to do will be, we need to multiply. So length on map, okay, in centimeter will be 0.04 multiplied by 100. That gives you 4 cm. Okay. Right, followed by the third example there. Okay, example number 3. Example number 3, we have the scale 1:50,000. Okay, so that is the scale given, and you are also given the actual area. Okay, actual area is 128 square kilometer. Okay, so you need to find what is the area on the map. So before we find the area, so this scale is actually, it means 1 cm represent 50,000 centimeter. Okay, 1 cm on the map is 50,000 on real life, but our actual area is in square kilometer. So what we need to do will be to change this actual to kilometer. Okay, so in order to change from centimeter to kilometer, what we need to do will be, we need to divide by 100,000. Okay, so 1 centimeter will be 50,000 centimeter divided by 100,000 centimeter. So now my unit will be in kilometer. Okay, so from there, simplify that, I will get 1 cm is 0.5 kilometer. Okay, so 1 cm on the map is actually 0.5 kilometer on real life. Okay, then if you look at the actual area, okay, is the unit there is in square kilometer, but here our scale don't have a square. Therefore, we need to make sure that it's actually the same unit. So what we need to do will be, we're gonna square the scale. Okay, so for 1 cm times 1 cm gives me 1 cm square, and 0.5 times 0.5 will give me 0.25 square kilometer. Okay, and actual area is actually 128, so you are asked to find the map. Therefore, your map area will be the actual 128 square kilometer divided by the scale, which is 0.25. Okay, simplify that. 128 divided by 0.25 will give you 512. Okay, since this is on the map, and our map area has the unit of square centimeter. So final answer 512 square centimeter. Okay. Fourth example. So a map has a scale of 1:50,000. Okay, so what is the distance in kilometer? Okay, what distance in kilometer does a length of 6 cm on the map represent? So which means that your map is actually equals to 6 cm. Right, so what we're gonna happen, okay, what you're gonna do will be, we need to find the actual, but then it's in kilometer. So if you use our scale here, our scale is representing 1 cm represent 50,000 centimeter. Since the question specify it to be in kilometer, so let's convert the scale. So I have 1 centimeter is to 50,000, okay, centimeter, convert that to kilometer, so I divide by 100,000. Okay, so my new scale will be 1 centimeter is to 0.5 kilometer. Okay, and map is 6 cm and you are finding the actual. Okay, and actual will be whatever you have on the map multiplied by the scale. So whatever I have on the map is actually 6 cm multiplied by the scale, which is 0.5. Okay, therefore 6 times 0.5 will give me 3. Since my actual, okay, is in kilometer, so the unit will follow. So actual length is in 3 kilometer. Okay, moving on to part B. Okay, this is actually part A. Part B, okay, where you are asked what length on the map represent a railway track of 12.5 kilometer. So we don't know what is the length on the map, and then we know what we know is the map, the 12.5 kilometer, which is on the ground, which is actual. So what need to happen? Okay, so let x centimeter on map, okay, represent 12.5 kilometer on ground. Okay, so we can, so that is there. Then we have the scale given here. Okay, 1 centimeter is represent 0.5 kilometer. Okay, so we can rewrite this as x cm is to 12.5 km. Okay, our scale here using is 1 cm represent 0.5 km. Alright, so therefore what we have will be x over 1 is equals to 12.5 over 0.5. Okay, therefore x, simplify this, 12.5 divided by 0.5 gives you 25. Okay, 25 centimeter. Okay, we are following the unit on the map. So the track is actually 25 centimeter on the map. Okay, what you can do actually also from here, you can just do cross multiply. Okay, so 0.5 times x is equals to 12.5 times 1. Okay, that also can be done. Alright, so let's move on to part C then. In part C, okay, what the question is asking will be calculate the area of the leg in square kilometer, okay, which is represented by an area of 4 square centimeter. So let's use the scale that we have from part A. 1 cm is actually represented by 0.5 kilometer. Since we are dealing with a area, okay, which is a square kilometer, what we need to do will be we need to square our scale. Okay, so 1 cm times 1 cm gives me 1 cm square. Then 0.5 km times 0.5 km, therefore 0.25 square kilometer. Okay, so with this new scale, okay, what we need to do will be we need to find the area. Okay, so let me write it down. What is this, 4 square centimeter on the map. So which means that your map is actually, so given, okay, given map area is 4 square centimeter. So to find actual area, okay, so map is actually 4, so actual, what you need to find with actual, okay, if you go back to the first page, okay, the real length is actually diagram length multiplied by scale. So which means that you have to use diagram area, map area, which is 4, okay, multiplied by the scale, which is 0.25. So that gives you the actual area of 1 square kilometer. Alright, so if you find it still confusing, okay, what we can do will be, okay, we can do 1 square centimeter represent 0.25 square kilometer. Okay, so we know that this is actually for map, this is actually for actual. Since the map area is 4 square centimeter, so 4 square centimeter represent x. Okay, so we are finding the area of the actual area. So from there, if you do cross multiply, so x times 1 is x, will be equals to 4 times 0.25. Okay, so which gives you the same answer, 1 square kilometer. Alright, finally, example number 5. Okay, example number 5, we have a scale, okay, which is given 1:24,000. Okay, if a rectangular piece of property measured 3 cm by 4 cm on the map, okay, so we have a rectangle, okay, on the map is 3 cm by 4 cm. Okay, this is on the map. So what is the actual area of this piece, okay, of the property in square meter? Alright, so if you look there, there's actually two methods, right? Method A and method B. Okay, so let's go through method A first. Okay, in method A, we need to convert, okay, all this length to meter. Okay, sorry, the first method there is not convert to meter, it's convert all this map scale to actual scale. Alright, so we're using 1:24,000, so therefore from that 3 cm which is on the map, we are finding an actual. Okay, so actual is actually what you have on the map, okay, multiplied by the scale, 24,000. Okay, so that gives you 22,000 centimeter. Okay, and then since since the question is asking us to find the area in square meter, so it's better that we convert centimeter to meter. Okay, so we're converting the length to meter. So centimeter to meter, what we need to do will be divide by 100. Okay, so we need to divide by 100 to change to meter. So 72,000 divided by 100 gives you 720. So that is only converting the 3 cm on the map going to actual length. So same thing goes to the 4 cm. 4 cm on the map, convert that to actual, so diagram multiplied by the scale. That will give you 96,000 centimeter. So that is in centimeter, so let's convert that to meter. So still using the same process, divide by 100, therefore that gives you 960 meter. So area of a rectangle will be length times breadth, so which means that we just multiply the two actual length, 720 multiplied by 960. That will give you an area of 691,200 square meter. Okay, that is method A, where you are converting the length to meter, then you find the area. Okay, method B, on the other hand, okay, will be we are converting the scale. Okay, because this scale is 1 cm is to 24,000 centimeter. So we need to convert the actual to meter. Okay, by dividing 100. Okay, so which means that I have 1 cm will be 24,000 divided by 100 gives me 240 meter. Okay, then from there, since I want to find the area, so which means that I need to square the length, and square the scale. Okay, let's square this scale. So I have 1 square centimeter represent 240 meter times 240 meter gives me 57,600 square meter. Okay, why am I doing this? Is because I can find the map area. Okay, so the map area will be actually 3 times 4, that gives you 12 square centimeter. Okay, so if you have this conversion, 1 square centimeter is actually equals to 57,600 square meter. So the map area, which is a 12 square centimeter, what will be the actual area? So actual will be just whatever you have in map multiplied by your scale, which is 57,600. Okay, so 12 multiplied by 57,600 will give you 691,200 square meter. Same answer. Alright, so that's it for this lesson, which is on maps and scales. Alright, hope to see you all in the next video. Okay, bye bye.